What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? This, of course, here is JamiroFan 2000 with another episode of JamiroFan Talks About. This, of course, has been my long-standing recurring series here on my channel, looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai, and they're now over 30 years of musical making. And this episode is going to be looking at another radio show that had JK of Jamiroquai. And as I talked about over on my Jamiroquai Minute series, JK of Jamiroquai had announced, or should I say BBC Radio 2 announced that Jamiroquai's own JK would be part of a show called Mixing Influences, which is basically a radio show where different musicians and artists from the music industry come in and basically curate their own playlist of a lot of the songs and music that influenced them in their later careers of music. And in this case, JK of Jamiroquai showed up on August 20th of 2022 in a recorded BBC Radio 2 Mixing Influences with Jamiroquai. So I thought I recorded an episode of JamiroFan Talks About to look at the songs that Jamiroquai picked, or I should say JK picked during this radio show that aired on August 20th of 2022 over on BBC Radio 2. But as I said, this was a pre-recorded radio show where JK was setting up and talking about all the songs that he had listened to growing up in his early career before he ended up, going and forming Jamiroquai in 1992 with, of course, Toby Smith and all the other talented musicians of Jamiroquai, talking about all the music that influenced him in his musical career. But I'm gonna go down each one of the 14 tracks that were on this radio show. And by the way, you can check out this radio show for yourself. It will be streaming for the next 30 days, or should I say, as of the uploading of this episode of the Jamiroquai Minute on YouTube, probably about 20 days. You can listen to it on BBC Radio 2's website for free. So I'll be sure to provide that link at the end of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. But let's look at this playlist that JK played and curated on the Mixing Influences show on BBC Radio 2. Starting off with a classic song, of course, by the classic band Chic, of the song called My Forbidden Lover. Coming in number 2, a classic song by the Brothers Johnson, of course, Strawberry Letter, number 23. Number 3, a very interesting song choice by Gil Scott-Heron of Lady Day and John Coltrane. Coming in number 4, a very atmospheric song by Jean-Michel Jarre of a song called Oxygen Part 4. Coming in at number 5, Life on Mars by Dexter Wansel, one of the staple songs that everybody in the Jamily pretty much loves, and we all love Dexter Wansel. Coming in at number 6, a classic Marvin Gaye song of the song Time to Get Together. Followed by In Time by Sly and the Family Stone, a really cool rollicking song. Another song that many people thought was going to be the Bee Gees, but no, JK ended up going with Nights on Broadway by Candy Staton, which is a very cool song. And of course, another staple of Stevie Wonder's early days of keyboard and synth experimentation from 1977 to 1978 with Intervisions and Fulfilling This First Finale. Stevie Wonder's song from Intervisions from 1977 on the song Golden Lady. Coming in at number 10, classic song by Bob Marley and the Wailers, of a song called Concrete Jungle. A very classic song from the soundtrack of Her Majesty's Secret Service by amazing composer John Barry of a song called Try. Coming in at number 12, a classic rollicking song by the Beatles called Back in the USSR from the White Album. Followed by a classic song by the Jimi Hendrix Experience of the song called Crosstown Traffic. And of course, with this 14 song track list, it was ended by a classic song by JK's own mom, Karen Kay. She had her own TV show, or her music variety show in the early 1980s, where she had Ronnie Scott on there, who has a very esteemed jazz club. Well, she performed with Ronnie Scott on her show, on the Karen Kay Show, performing a song called How High the Moon. So how beautiful that track list, that playlist that JK decided to go with for this radio show of Mixing Influences with Jamiroquai. But like I said, as I prefaced at the beginning of this episode, JamiroFan Talks About, you can listen to this great radio show with JK running down all 14 of these songs that really inspired him during his early music career on the BBC Radio 2 website. So if you'd like to check out this Mixing Influences radio show with JK on audio on demand over at the BBC 2 radio website, I'll be sure to put a link to that show's listening link down in the description area of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About down below, so be sure to check out that radio show when you can. It's an awesome 1 hour show delving into JK's musical influences and his favorite songs from the last many years of his musical consumption and creation as an artist. Massive thank you to BBC Radio 2 and of course to JK for recording this amazing show delving into his musical interests. It's very, very interesting, some of the musical choices he made, some of them pretty much unexpected, but awesome, awesome radio show. So if you get a chance, listen to the radio show when you can while it's still up on BBC Radio 2's official website. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I hope you enjoyed this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. I'll be sure to come back to you with more of the latest news and happenings with Jamiroquai when I can, when they become readily available. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and be sure to ding the bell on your YouTube channel to stay updated on all the latest content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. I appreciate all the support when you can, where you can show it on your social media. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000, and I'll see you really soon with more Jamiroquai related videos here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you again for the support, and I'll see you soon.